Welcome, Aries. This is your weekly focus for June the 17th through to the 23rd. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you so much for being here. Let's dive right in to the cards. Let's see what they reveal about the coming week ahead. Okay, our underlying energy is the Three of Pentacles. Time to roll up our sleeves and get to work. Okay? It's by practical doing and dreaming about it. But then, we dream of certain things that we want to bring into our life, our path forward, what we want to step into, what we want to be a part of. And so it's getting the thought, but it's also taking the action to bring those things into existence. It could be we need to take a course in order to hone a skill, or to grow a skill, or to learn a skill, an ability that will benefit us going forward in our dreams, in our desires, in our wants. If we want a stable home, then what kind of energy are we putting into it? If we want a stable relationship, what kind of energy are we putting into it? So these are the things that we have to think about. But once we think about it and how we want it to be, we also have to take those proactive steps in order to create it. Our first card is the Ten of Swords. Okay, the hard energy is dissipating. You've been through the fires, you've been through the chaos, you've been through the hard trials in order to get to the here and now. And those swords are not in your back. They are behind you. They are your shield of strength. Those are the lessons that you have learned. Those are the skills that you have honed. The sun is breaking through the clouds. You may not feel it yet, but yet something is telling you to start pushing yourself upwards again. To stand up straight and tall. To dust yourself off. To begin anew. We have the Death card. The Death card is, there's something that pulls you back. Maybe you don't want the limelight, or maybe you fear success. I mean, what if it were true? What if it happened? I mean, that could be scarier than potentially failing in some cases. This is about letting your inner child out. This is about, letting your inner child out and enjoying life, celebrating life, getting curious about life again, expanding your horizons. This is a time to infuse yourself with, a sense of joy, a sense of happiness, stepping into those surroundings, going into social circles with the intent of laughter and joy and celebration in your mind, that you're going to have a good time, that you're going to go maybe dancing, or you're going to enjoy a wonderful meal, but little by little, we put down the weapon. We don't need the weapon right now. We have our inner strength to take us forward. We don't need the cloak. We're hiding ourselves in some way. Not allowing ourselves to truly shine in the way we can. Truly showing our potential. So I think when you look within, you see your potential, but then in some ways that might scare you or might hold you back a little bit. You all of a sudden go, ooh, if I took that step, well, what happens if it works? Oh my gosh. What would life be like? Because I'm pretty safe and I'm pretty comfortable here right now. And I don't know if I really want to rock the boat, and that could just take me in a whole different direction. And so the fears of the unknown, the fears of what that new step, that new opportunity, that new adventure might actually bring into existence, it's about facing that and understanding that. But it's allowing yourself to feel the freedom, to feel the liberation, to let your inner child out, to smile and dance and create happiness and joy and laughter and romance even. Absolutely. We have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles. Now, it is a page, so we are thinking outside the box. We are thinking of hopes and dreams. We don't look at any kind of consequences here whatsoever with a page. A page is a very young energy, feeling that we can conquer anything, we can have it all, the world is our oyster. And so we stand here with kind of that attitude, that the world is our oyster, that anything that we want to build when it comes to building our prosperity or our abundance or love in our life, good health, it's at our disposal. It's at our disposal. And we won't get a lot about how to actually step into this path or master this path, or what this path even entails for us, how it begins. We might not know anything. There's a great fog around us, hiding us, really hiding the way towards the success. The mountains in tarot always mean success. So even though we are envisioning these grand dreams, because that pentacle is humongous, it's not about putting how it's going to get there. It's not about making the plan here or the strategy. It's about thinking about what we truly want. What is the end goal? What is the end result? Okay, overriding this energy, we have the Eight of Swords. So our perceptions change here. Okay, we have to go inward this week and have a conversation with ourselves, absolutely, about where we're being held back, what stands in our way, what is a limitation that we are maybe inviting in, because I'm hearing inviting in. What limitations do we allow to be in place in our lives, not allowing us to step outside that boundary? Not allowing us to take that step forward in the direction we want to go. This is once again feeling that freedom. I'm going to put that card right here. And once we take off that cloak, we realize our hands are untied. We can remove the blindfold as well. And when we remove the blindfold, we see we weren't trapped at all. That it was an illusion, or we didn't have the information. We didn't have the clarity and the understanding that we could go forward at any time, that it was our choice, our decision. Supporting all this energy is the Page of Swords. So a little bit of serendipity comes in here. A little bit of things just coming together for you. Now, also with the Page of Swords, we got another page. So we have very young energy, even though we have the Ten of Swords and Death here. Really we have this young energy. So this could be new beginnings in job and everything, but we won't jump ahead. The Page of Swords is also very serendipity, but it is also very spontaneous, and being too spontaneous and not thinking it through can end us in hot water quite easily. So we have to be kind of leery of that. But it's about feeling alive again. It's feeling it's feeling alive again. It's taking that deep breath and inviting in life again in a whole new level, and embracing it for all of its, once again, and it's kind of faded in when I do my daily meditations, but it's embracing each moment, to not let one slip through our fingers. And so that's kind of the energy here. It's about thinking about the great potential, knowing that you are over the struggle, that this is a magical time of new beginnings that are in play, that are out there waiting for us. So even if you started something brand new, I would think that this is a reading telling you, no, there's something even better coming for you, but we have to prepare for it. We have to dream about it. We have to grow it big. We have to expand our horizons here. We have to drop our weapons, invite in love, and maybe it's allowing love to point the way, our passions, our dreams, our desires. Our inner child leads the way. As we start the week, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is telling me that the storm has passed. Once again, the storm is past. There's the clouds. Okay, so, these three all have these clouds, but look at how we almost have this beautiful light coming in, this new sunrise coming into our tomorrow. As we go towards the end of the week, we have the Fool, and so there's the brand new path I'm talking about. Okay, as we leave this week, we actually see where the new path can be exposed to us in our life. Okay, once again, this could be work and career, because work and career is this side, and love and relationships is this side. We take it all together to understand everything about ourselves. So yeah, we now, she's a very, very frugal queen. I've just kind of glanced right over her. So we start by looking at, what can I do in this moment in time without investing any real time, energy, or resources into this. We're a very frugal energy. We don't want to spend unless we have to, but we also will spend if it means that it allows us to take that elevated step. So when we spend, maybe you want a promotion at work, but you don't have this 1 degree underneath your belt, or you don't have this certificate or diploma underneath your belt. So you know that you need to spend the money to take the course and use the energy that way in order to put yourself forward for that promotion. Okay, it's things like that. But if you could learn it online for free and get the certificate for free, you'd probably do that first. Okay, if it met, you don't have to go overboard or anything. All you have to do is meet the requirements when it comes to this one. But knowing that you're entering a lighter energy, an easier energy, one that can go with the flow. But we must remove that cape. We must drop our weapons. We must open up our hearts to what is really being offered to us. We have, for work and career, the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups tells me that even if you enjoy what you're doing, it's time to switch lanes, or it's time to take an elevated path. It's time to go forward, maybe in a career that is more aligned with your interests, your passions, your talents, your abilities, your inner expression, being able to allow that to flow with authenticity of who you are, and to be able to utilize that as your tool of gaining prosperity. How amazing is that? There's something brand new in the horizons, obviously, here. But we need to reprioritize some things in our life. We need to understand where we need to walk away from. These are things that have made us happy, felt content, felt safe. But as we go forward, we know that we may have to separate ourselves from some of that for a while. It could be as easy as, in order to take that course, you need $100, and so you stop going through the drive-through for a month, and you prepare your coffee and your muffins at home. And you automatically, without doing anything else, save that $100 so that you can take that course, so you can get the promotion, grow the abundance kind of thing. Okay? Make sure that if you're doing something new, different, unconventional, untraditional, that you have a basis for where it's going to lead you, that it's not going to hamper you long term, that look at what your action is going to be. Because sometimes we have this idea and we're like, yeah, I'm going to do that, and you do that and you're like, oh, I didn't even realize that this could happen, right? Letting go of the cloak, absolutely. Dream it big. Okay, dream it big and let that path open up to you. Absolutely. For love and relationships, we have the 8 of Pentacles. I think you're expecting more out of the relationship, or you're willing to give more within the relationship. You're ready to take that relationship to the next step. Let's hold that up so you can see it there a little bit better. So we stand in the second portal. Okay, so the first portal, the curtains can be dropped, it can be closed, we can leave behind. But first we have to realize our accomplishments that we've had in our life, especially when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships. What relationships work? Who's your best friend? What do you do together? What weaves you together or entangles your hearts in some way? Okay, we're going to be looking at, of course, the close relationships in our life. But we also are looking at now just how wonderful we are, what a gift we are to that person, and how we want to enrich the relationship in some way. Grow it deeper, grow it stronger. put a spark where there isn't one. Create the laughter and joy again. Do some things together that bring you together. Have those conversations over things that have been, the struggle in order to get to the here and now, to know that you can work off of a strong foundation in order to grow that relationship, where maybe before you couldn't because there were things in the way, there were issues and there were things that were happening, and the healthy dialogue needs to happen in order for you to really expand there and grow there. Once again, watch the serendipity, okay? The serendipity, you get this aha moment of, oh, it'd be great to do this, how refreshing it would be, how great it would be, but you didn't think it through, and it ends up, putting you farther behind than farther ahead as you would like. We're going to get one more card out here. We're going to lay it right over our death card there. And look at that. Once we release that cloak, we get this strength about us as we go forward. We get the strength that we can accomplish, that our dreams, our passions, our desires, our wants, our needs matter. You start to realize some new goals, some new dreams for yourself under this kind of energy, and you go forward on a brand new path. A brand new path into your tomorrow, and it could be job related, it could be growing your abundance, growing your prosperity, absolutely. But it's by understanding your own dreams and everything that you're able to dream of the possibilities of growing those relationships or meeting somebody. If you meet somebody actually during this time, they could be an artist or something. I just kind of caught that with the painter. So it could be an artist, some kind of somebody that is able to allow their inner expression to flow through their creativity in some way. That could be somebody coming into your life. It could be somebody who's walked a similar hard road as you, met a lot of the same challenges as you, and you'll be able to bond easily. Or they might bring in new perspectives to life that you haven't looked at before, new ways of observing things, seeing things, and how to move forward based on that new belief system. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.